Doers sometimes frown upon sitting quietly and reflecting. I felt that way until real reflection changed everything in my life. Today I want to share the lessons I wish I learned about self-reflection years ago, so you can skip some of the stumbles and dive straight into deeper growth. I used to push forward thinking reflection was pointless and all what mattered was the action. But once I started naming my fears, clarifying my wins and shaping those insights into action, I found a level of direction that I never thought possible. In these next minutes, come along as I unpack the real power behind self-reflection and how it can reshape your mindset and results. First, let me start by saying that it takes courage to truly reflect. Reflection can be unsettling because you might uncover truths that are uncomfortable to you. Those might be regrets or insecurities you'd rather avoid thinking about. However, running from them doesn't erase them. It only prolongs their grip on you. I learned it's braver to face these shadows and letting them surface so you can deal with them head on. Strangely enough, acknowledging a flaw or a painful memory often sets you free from its hold. It's difficult at that moment, yes, for sure, but once you accept it, you can start thinking what you can do about it moving forward, and that lets you feel more in control. True reflection is an act of emotional bravery that fuels genuine growth. Something magical happens when you write your thoughts on the paper. Often vague anxieties crystallize into clear statements, revealing solutions you couldn't see in your head. Many times I would start writing convinced I understood the problem, then discover deeper issues or new perspectives. Writing acts like a lens, focusing scattered light into a coherent beam. Without capturing it in words, reflection risks remaining a fuzzy cloud of half-formed ideas. And very often you will realize that what seemed a big problem, once laid down on a piece of paper, can become really actionable and is less scary. Not all moments are equal for deep introspection. I realized rushing from a busy day into reflection rarely bears any fruit. You might be too hyped or quite opposite, too tired after a day, so you either rush through it or just brush it off. Instead, setting a particular environment, a relaxed Sunday evening with soft music, or a peaceful early morning, or a pre-chosen reflection moment works wonders. That quiet space or time slot becomes your mental safe zone, letting you decompress first, then reflect with clarity. It's like priming your mind to peel back layers without distractions pulling you away from it. But of course, you can't stop at reflection and thinking part. A big mistake is stopping after the aha moment. I used to have these realizations but never changed my routine, so nothing improved. Now, after each reflection session, pick one tangible step, like emailing someone, restructuring a schedule, or addressing a fear. This small link between insights and immediate action transforms reflection from mere introspection into a real driver of progress. Over time, it becomes second nature. Each week you reflect, choose an action, then see results building up fast. Always ask what you are going to do about it now once you reflected upon it. Finally, self-reflection, like any muscle, gets stronger with frequent use. Doing it sporadically doesn't let you uncover patterns or track your evolution. In my case, once I made reflection a weekly date with myself, I could dig deeper than I ever did in a random one-off session. Repeated reflection reveals trends or repeated triggers you would miss otherwise. That consistent practice helps you become more self-aware, letting your course correct swiftly rather than letting small issues grow into major obstacles. Let's bring it all together into a clear framework. First, carve out 20 minutes weekly. Choose a quiet slot, free of phone pings or obligations, to settle into reflection. Write 2 key questions. For example, what drained me this week or what inspired me? Writing down responses leads to clarity. Act on one insight. If you identify a stress source or a missed opportunity, do something about it, like adjusting your schedule or reaching out to someone. And then next week, check in on how it went and whether it made any difference. Stay consistent. Keep it up for a month. Watch how your awareness and sense of direction grow every session you complete. Self-reflection can seem like a slow process, but the truth it uncovers can multiply your growth faster than any random hustle. Embracing it regularly takes courage, yes, but the payoff, clarity and intentional action in every corner of your life.